Life of a Singapore Airlines pilot, Tier 1 to Tier 8. From a nervous cadet who has never touched a control column to the captain of a $400 million jet. 8 tiers, 1 sky. This is her climb. This is Changi, the best airport in the world. Every few minutes, a jumbo jet lifts off it, carrying 300 lives across the planet. Up front, behind a locked door, sit 2 people the passengers never really see. Tonight, you become one of them. From a nervous cadet who has never touched a control column to the captain in command of a $400 million aircraft. 8 tiers. Tier 1 starts now. Tier 1. You're one of a handful chosen from thousands. You've never flown a plane in your life, and they're betting millions you can learn. They ship you overseas to flight school, 16-hour days, exams that fail you out if you slip once. You're paid a training allowance, around $1,500 to $2,500 a month, and you sign a bond that ties you to the airline for the next 7 years. Your first solo, your instructor steps out and says, "She's all yours." You're alone in the sky for the first time. Months later, they pin silver wings on your chest. Tier 2. Second officer, the most junior pilot on the aircraft, and you know it. On the ultra-long hauls, Singapore to New York, 18 hours, you're the cruise relief pilot. You hold the jet steady at 40,000 feet while the captain rests. You don't do the takeoffs. You don't do the landings. You watch, and you absorb everything. You earn around $6,000 to $7,500 a month, and your body lives in 5 time zones at once. One day, the captain turns to you over the Pacific and says, "Your sector. Take us in." Tier 3. First officer. Second in command. Now you actually fly the jet. Takeoffs, landings, the approach in a thunderstorm with 300 people behind you. You're paid a basic salary plus $82 for every hour in the air, and it adds up to roughly $9,000 to $15,000 a month, depending on your fleet and your routes. The captain trusts you with their license and their passengers. But there's a chair half a meter to your left you can't sit in yet. To earn it, you'll wait years and pass the hardest test of your career. Tier 4. Senior First Officer. You've flown thousands of hours. You're as sharp as anyone on the flight deck. You earn up to around $15,000 to $16,000 a month, but you're still the second in command. And command doesn't come from hours alone. It comes when the airline decides you're the one they trust with the aircraft when everything goes wrong. The letter finally comes. The command course, the most stressful months of your life. You pass. They take the 3 stripes off your shoulder and give you 4. Tier 5. Captain. The left seat, the 4 bars. The buck stops with you now. Every decision, every life on board, your name. Weather, fuel, a sick passenger over the ocean, an engine that won't behave. You decide, and you live with it. The pay reflects the weight, roughly $22,000 to $33,000 a month, with $125 an hour in the air on top. You've reached what most people think is the top. It isn't, because seniority is about to unlock a whole new sky. Tier 6. Senior Captain. Years of seniority earn you the biggest medal in the fleet, the double-decker, the big twin, and the routes everyone wants. You earn $30,000 a month and beyond. You command the flagship of the national airline. And here, the path splits 3 ways. Keep flying the best routes until you retire, or pour everything you know into the people coming up behind you, or trade the cockpit for the office and command the pilots themselves. You choose to build pilots. Tier 7. Training captain, check captain, examiner. You don't just fly anymore, you create the people who fly. In the simulator, you throw engine failures and storms at trainees and watch how they break, or don't. Your signature is what lets another human being command a jumbo jet full of strangers. It comes with elite standing and extra allowances on top of a senior captain's pay. But above even you, someone sets the standard that every pilot in the airline flies by. Tier 8, the summit. You climb the last rungs, assistant chief pilot, deputy chief pilot, and then chief pilot, head of flight operations. You don't command an aircraft now, you command the pilots, thousands of them. You write the rules they fly by. When something goes wrong at 39,000 feet anywhere in the network, it eventually lands on your desk. You sit with regulators and the board. You carry the safety of an entire airline. And on a quiet evening, watching the jets climb out of Changi, you remember a single small trainer and an instructor stepping out of the plane, Tier 1, saying, "She's all yours." That's the life of a Singapore Airlines pilot, cadet to chief pilot. 8 tiers, 1 sky. Which tier would you have stopped at? Tell me below. And next episode, we swap the cockpit for a classroom, the life of a teacher in Singapore. Subscribe so you don't miss it. This is the Dymo-WhatIf family, and it keeps growing. A nurse, an F&B worker, a pilot. Whose life do we live next? You decide.